The Ithaca College football team showcased sheer dominance yet again, delivering a staggering 65-3 victory over Hilbert College in their Liberty League opener, held at Frontier High School in Hamburg, New York. Following a solid 45-14 triumph against Alfred University, the Bombers seem unstoppable, now holding a 2-1 record for the season. But here's where it gets interesting. The way Ithaca managed to demolish their opponent wasn't just about raw power. It was a clinical display of precision and teamwork across every position. One of the standout stories from the game was Ithaca's quarterback rotation. 4 different quarterbacks took snaps, with Matthew Parker leading the pack impressively. Parker threw for 185 yards, completing an astonishing 92.9% of his passes, hitting 13 out of 14 attempts, setting a new school record for completion percentage in a single game. This accuracy led the 4 quarterbacks combined to shatter another school benchmark, achieving a team completion rate of 92.3%, 24 completions on 26 attempts. This kind of passing efficiency is almost unheard of, especially in a game that maintains such a relentless pace. On the receiving end, Nicholas Lang was the star, accumulating 87 yards, scoring 1 receiving touchdown, and adding a rushing touchdown to his name. The team wasn't one-dimensional, though. 4 different players rushed for over 50 yards. Tyrell Penalba was particularly effective, racking up 65 yards and finding the end zone twice on just 5 carries, proving the Bombers' ground attack was just as lethal as their aerial assault. From a statistical perspective, Ithaca didn't just win, they dominated. The Bombers amassed 566 total offensive yards, ranking this game as the 5th highest in the school's history for total offense. They matched the school record for rushing touchdowns by crossing the goal line 6 times on the ground. And they secured 30 first downs, tying for the 2nd highest in a single game. Defensively, Ithaca was equally impressive, restricting Hilbert's passing offense to a mere 13 yards, which stands as the 4th fewest allowed in a contest. The tone was set right from Hilbert's first possession. Ithaca's defense crushed their initial run, pushing the Hilbert backfield into a 7-yard loss. Then, over the following 2 plays, the Hawks were held to just 1 yard total, forcing an immediate 3-and-out. It was a clear statement. The Bombers were determined to control every facet of the game. Ithaca's offense responded swiftly. Coming off a 150-yard breakout game previously, Tien Murray kept the momentum rolling. On the very first offensive snap, Matthew Parker quickly pitched the ball to Murray, who turned it into an effortless 20-yard gain. With the Bombers moving into Hilbert's territory, they wasted no time. Nicholas Lang took a jet sweep around the edge, racing into the end zone from the 4-yard line for an early touchdown. Hilbert's punter Noah Workman failed to flip field position, managing only a 21-yard punt that left them vulnerable deep in their own half. Capitalizing on this great field position, just 33 yards from the goal line, Ithaca pushed ahead with a 2-yard touchdown run by Chase Myers, executed on a clever speed option play. After another quick defensive stop, the Bombers continued their onslaught. Lang hauled in a massive 57-yard catch, leading to their 3rd touchdown in the first quarter. Before halftime, Ithaca tacked on 10 more points, while Hilbert managed just a field goal, which surprisingly would be their only scoring contribution all game. This left the Bombers in a commanding 31-3 lead at the break. Digging deeper, the passing game was clearly the driving force during the first half. A remarkable 185 yards through the air, versus just 33 on the ground for Ithaca. Conversely, Hilbert struggled immensely, managing a mere 13 passing yards and 49 rushing yards, an indication of Ithaca's strong defense and their ability to disrupt the Hawks' rhythm. The second half saw Ithaca inserting numerous backup players. Yet the team's production didn't falter. Michael Reed stepped in at quarterback and threw 2 touchdowns of his own during the third quarter, helping the Bombers stretch their lead to an imposing 51-3 heading into the final quarter. With the game firmly in their grasp and Hilbert unable to mount any threat, Ithaca poured it on even more in the fourth quarter, adding 2 unanswered touchdowns to seal the deal with an awe-inspiring 65-3 final score. Reed's exceptional efficiency shone through as he completed 8 of 9 passes for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns, while also rushing for 50 yards and 1 touchdown, showcasing his dual threat capability. Backup quarterbacks Robbie Karsich and Trevor Wolf combined perfectly, completing all 3 of their passing attempts for 32 yards. Karsich also added a 19-yard rushing touchdown to the tally. On the ground, Chase Myers continued to churn out solid numbers with 67 yards on 14 carries and 1 score, supported by Ryan Turner's 50 yards on 6 attempts. In the receiving department, both Murray and Myers contributed 43 yards each, while Kevin Maloney made his mark by catching his first career touchdown on a 26-round reception, an exciting milestone for the freshman. Defensively, the Bombers were relentless, logging 11 tackles for loss overall. Sam Tarango spearheaded the defense with 8 tackles, supported by 6 tackles from Joe Spira and 5 from Marvin Simius. Henry Takacs also made a significant impact by forcing a fumble in addition to recording 4 tackles, exemplifying the team's aggressive, playmaking approach. Looking ahead, the Bombers are hungry to keep their winning streak alive as they prepare to host Hobart College at Butterfield Stadium at 1 p.m. on September 27th. But here's the question to fans and critics alike. Does this overwhelming victory reveal something deeper about Ithaca's growing supremacy in the Liberty League? Or could such dominant performances spark complacency down the line? Share your thoughts. Do you think this style of rotation and ruthlessness on both sides of the ball is the key to their success? Or might it backfire in tougher matchups? The conversation is wide open,